Hey guys, I'm Greg Hardy, and welcome to my channel. Did you know that the average savings rate in America is only 3.6% as of April 2024? In this video, I'm going to break down step by step how you can save $10,000 over the next year. Let's face it, many of us struggle with our finances, whether it's living paycheck to paycheck or not having enough in our emergency funds. It's time to take control of your finances and make a change. Another alarming statistic is that according to a recent study from Bankrate in January of 2024, 57% of Americans can't afford a $1,000 emergency, and roughly 78% of Americans are living paycheck to paycheck. What was more concerning was that 29% of those reported their income doesn't even cover their expenses. This data is alarming, and it highlights the importance of saving money, and it also reveals that many people are just financially unprepared. So you need to ask yourself why you don't want to be a part of that statistic. Is it to provide a better life for your family? Is it so you can start a family? Is it to buy a home or to have some financial freedom? Whatever that reason is, only you can answer it. So let's break down in detail the steps that you can implement today, right after you finish watching this video, to get to that $10,000 number. But before we dive in, please hit that like button and also consider subscribing to this channel if growing your wealth is something that you want to do. I genuinely believe that what I'm about to cover in this video can help a lot of people, so please help me do that. Let's get started. A great goal first requires a great plan to achieve it. I've referenced SMART goals in several of my videos, but the basic concept is that if you have a goal, it has to be specific. So in this video, that goal is to save $10,000, not just to save money. We have a specific amount. The M is for measurable, meaning we can't just leave it at we're saving $10,000. We have to be able to measure the progress. That is to save $10,000 in 12 months. The A is for achievable and attainable. For example, setting a goal that fits your budget and income. The R is for relevant. So does this goal matter to you, and does it align with your other objectives? For example, saving for an emergency fund if financial security is important to you. The T is time-bound, meaning it has to have a deadline. So if your goal is to save $10,000 in 12 months, then what does that look like? Let's break it down into more manageable increments. $10,000 amounts to $833.33 per month, or $192.30 a week, or $27.40 a day. In order to get to your goal, you first have to start, and what a better time to start than right now? Not next week or next month, today. Also, make sure you write down your goals somewhere. Just by writing your goals down, you have a 42% higher chance of reaching them. Before we begin saving the money, we need to tell it where to go. I'd recommend a high-yield savings account like those offered by Ally, which is offering rates currently at 4.2%. I've personally used them and never had a problem. The main thing is to find an account that's paying over 4% and will give you 24/7 access to your money. The reason it's a good idea to use a high-yield savings account is because it offers several benefits. Say you have $2,500 in your high-yield savings account at that 4.2% interest rate. That's roughly $105 a year or $8.75 a month. So the more you have in the account, the faster it'll grow. Up that to $5,000 and you'd have $17.50 a month. Some accounts also pay more than 4.2%, so it's really just up to you and the account that you use. The benefits of a high-yield savings account is first, it pays a higher interest rate than a regular savings account, which means your money will grow faster over time. Second, these accounts are usually easy to access, so you can get your money when you need it. Third, high-yield savings accounts are generally safe because they're often insured by the government, protecting your money up to a certain amount. Overall, they're a great way to make your savings work harder for you without much extra effort. Creating a budget is an easy way to grasp what money you have coming in and going out and where you're unnecessarily spending money. When trying to save money, paying yourself first is important because it ensures that you're prioritizing your savings. This means setting aside a portion of your income for savings before spending on anything else. By doing this, you make sure that you always save money, no matter what other expenses come up. It helps you build a habit of saving regularly, which can lead to a bigger savings account over time. Paying yourself first also helps you avoid the temptation to spend all of your money. If you wait until the end of the month to save whatever is left, you might find there isn't much left to save. So by saving first, you make sure that your financial goals are taken care of before other spending, and if you pay yourself first, then it forces you to be more frugal with the money you have left. Did you know that Americans spend on average $18,000 per person per year on non-essentials? Non-essentials is just stuff that you don't need. As a part of your budget, you will list out all of your expenses. Take a look at the past 60 days or so and write out all of your expenses. You'll have some that are essentials like your rent, utilities, and groceries and transportation. The others are non-essentials like eating out, subscription services, vacations, entertainment, things like that. It'll take some time, but it'll be worth it because you'll have a clearer picture of your finances. According to CNR research, an average American spends $219 a month on subscription services. But the thing is, on average, consumers thought they only spent $86 a month. But upon closer look at their itemized expenses, the average monthly spending for consumers was a whopping $133 higher than their original estimate. So take time to review and cancel any unused subscriptions. Many people have subscriptions to magazines, streaming services, or gym memberships that they don't use regularly. By canceling these, you can save that money each month without much effort. It's also a good idea to check your bank statements to see what automatic payments are being made and decide which ones you can live without. Also, Americans spend an average of $779 on food per month, with almost 2/3 being spent on groceries at $475 and the rest on eating out at $303. According to the USDA, between groceries and restaurants, Americans are spending more of their income on food than they have in the past 30 years. Some ways you can save is by preparing your meals at home instead of buying your lunch every day, using coupons when you grocery shop, or if your grocery store has an app that allows you to get additional savings through points or coupons, do that. My wife and I have done that and have saved over $900 so far this year, and it's not even halfway over. Another way you can save is by cutting back or avoiding the morning coffee splurges. The average to-go coffee costs about $3.65, so if you're buying one every day, that can add up to around $75 a month. By making coffee at home, you can save a significant amount of money over time. Investing in a good coffee maker and quality beans can still be much cheaper than buying coffee daily. This simple change can free up extra cash for savings or for other important expenses. Let's look at phone plans. Since 97% of Americans have a cell phone and the average monthly bill is $144 a month according to J.D. Power, you don't have to stick with the big names. By switching to an MVNO or a mobile virtual network operator such as Mint Mobile, Consumer Cellular, or Republic Wireless, you can greatly reduce your cell phone bill. In fact, depending on how much data you use, costs range from $15 to $40 per month. J.D. Power said that the average bill when you use an MVNO is $77, just about half of the large carriers. According to MarketWatch, the national average cost of full coverage car insurance is $2,681 per year, while minimum liability coverage averages about $869 per year. With that said, try shopping around for a cheaper rate on your car insurance. You might be surprised that by changing carriers you can save money. Ben Franklin was quoted as saying, "A small leak will sink a great ship." The point being is that this can be applied to reducing expenses by showing how even small, unnecessary costs can add up and cause big financial problems over time. Just like a tiny leak can eventually sink a big ship if it's not fixed, small frequent expenses can drain your savings and prevent you from reaching your financial goals. By identifying and cutting out these little, often overlooked costs, such as daily coffee purchases or subscription services that you don't use, you can prevent them from accumulating and harming your overall financial health. Reducing these small expenses can make a big difference in your ability to save and achieve your financial stability. If cutting expenses just doesn't appeal to you, then the other option is to increase your income. One way to do this is by asking for a raise at your current job. Before you ask, though, make sure to show how valuable you are to your employer. Show them examples of your hard work, achievements, and how you've contributed to the company's success. Having a strong case can help you feel more confident and also increases your chances of getting that raise. Another way to boost your income is by taking on a part-time job or starting a side hustle. This can be something you do in your spare time, like freelancing if you have a particular skill that can be monetized, tutoring, selling handmade items online, or maybe doing Uber. Side jobs can provide extra money and work around your schedule without requiring you to leave your main job. They also offer a chance to explore new interests or talents that you might have. Plus, the extra income can help you reach your financial goals faster. Also, consider investing in your education or learning a new skill to qualify for a higher paying job. This might mean taking courses, earning certifications, or even going back to school. Improving your skills can open up more opportunities for better paying positions. While this might require some time and money up front, it can lead to a significant increase in your income in the long run. By focusing on ways to increase your earnings, you can improve your financial situation without needing to cut back on expenses. So let's circle back to the $27.40 that you need to save each day in order to save $10,000 in a year. Let's break it down by the categories that we mentioned earlier in the video, starting with food, since that seems to be the category that is overspent on the most. Since the average amount spent per month on eating out was $303, let's divide that by 30 and get roughly $10 a day. Now let's look at subscription services, and that amount overspent was $133. That's roughly $4.50 a day. Let's eliminate the to-go coffees at $3.65 a day. By switching cell phone providers, we can save roughly $77 a month, which is another $2.56 a day. We could look at the interest you can receive from a high-yield savings account. In our previous example, we used $2,500 at 4.2%, which was $8.75 a month, or 29 cents a day. But remember, as your savings grow, so does the amount of interest that you can earn. How about switching car insurance providers? You can probably save $30 a month, which is $1 a day. Let's consider a part-time job or a side hustle that can generate $5.40 a day, which equates to $162 a month after taxes, which means you'd have to earn roughly $200 a month in extra income. Guys, I really believe that by taking these steps, you can gain financial freedom and create a more secure future for yourself and for your family. If any of you watching has already done this, then please take a moment and drop some words of encouragement in the comments for those who might be on the fence about trying this. If you want to learn more about growing your wealth, then check out this video right here. But before you do that, don't forget to like and subscribe. Thank you all so much for watching. I really hope you liked this video and that you got something out of it. I'll see you in the next one.